So I've not done a video like this in a while. I have binge watched Supernatural, if you can probably tell by my TikTok and by the last video that I posted, which was a compilation video. That's what's happening in my brain at the moment. And if you remember when I was a little bit obsessed with, what's it called? Stranger Things, I made a video about my theory on it. I was going to do this halfway through watching Supernatural, but I thought, I'll wait until I've watched all of it and see whether or not there's any loopholes. I can't find any loopholes in this theory, but I am not someone who does a heavy amount of research into things like that. I just think it's like a cool little thing. So this video will contain spoilers for Supernatural. I don't think that will particularly matter because I feel like it's very much a fandom that people have watched already. I'm just very late to the party of watching it. Let's get into our theory, shall we? I think him, so Sam Winchester, and the actor Jared Padalecki switched places. So the reason that I think this is because they reference things that he's in quite a lot. They reference Gilmore Girls in one of the ones early on in the seasons. When they're in LA, they reference Gilmore Girls because they say we'll be going past that. And they also reference something else that he's in. I can't remember what it is, like Glass House, I think it is. But whenever that's mentioned, he makes a look. He does like a little face of, oh shit, they're catching on, kind of thing. This is evidence that those exist and he is in them, because they make light of the fact that Jensen is in stuff. In one of the episodes, they have My Bloody Valentine remake on in the background, but he doesn't react the same way that Sam does. So Dean doesn't react the same way to that film the way that Sam reacts to things that he's in being mentioned. The other evidence that I have, they always talk about how Sam used to be a really small child, how he was quite tiny, and Sam now is 6'4", I think he is, which isn't tiny. And I think that if they switched, Jared Padalecki from the universe that he switched with could have been a smaller person. Because that could be something that changed in this alternate reality. So if he changed when he was a child, which they might have done, which is when I think they were changed. I think that they were changed when they were like 10 or something. And I reckon that's also why he likes the idea of getting on and living with a family so much. Because yeah, I've seen the thing of, but he knows, because he went to college, he knows that he can go out of that family business. And the reason that Dean keeps going back is because he's got the logic of, well, it always comes back to him. But what if the reason that Sam is so against the family business is because he spent 10 years where it wasn't the family business? Also, more proof, kind of. In season 6, I'm sure it's season 6, they go into a different reality where they do get switched with their actors. And they do a lot of Googling Dean, and they make a lot of light of Dean, but they don't particularly look up Sam. Now, is that just because they've already made light of the fact that Sam is in other things? Or is that because Sam Googles Dean? They go to Jensen's trailer and Sam Googles Dean and is like, yeah, you're this guy and all of that. He doesn't do it to himself. Now, I don't know about you, but if I got thrown into a different universe where I was someone else, I probably would look up myself. I probably wouldn't look up my brother. I'd want to know about myself and who I was, unless he already knew who he was. There is evidence as well of like a multiverse and multiple universes, so it's not so obscure to think that they were put together in one universe because they switched. And I can't remember the other points that I have, but I remember watching it thinking, like all the way through, thinking this Sam isn't this universe's Sam, and instead I think it's a different Sam from a different universe. Be that a universe where Sam is Sam, or whether or not it's a universe where Sam is secretly Jared. But I think that they switched at some point in his childhood. It's quite fun to watch it back, thinking that he's not this universe's Sam. Yeah, the reason that they could have been switched is if that universe's Dean was the perfect vessel for Michael, and a different universe's Sam was the perfect vessel for Lucifer, but they weren't originally in the same universe, so they had to be put into a universe where that existed. Although Chuck does have a degree to which he can control them, he can't control them fully. So who's to say that when creating the perfect vessels for his children, he accidentally created them in two different universes, so they had to be put in the same universe. That's my theory. It's a really shit theory, isn't it? But I'm gonna go. Goodbye. Bye. I think it would be quite fun if I did vlog style videos, as well as doing more edit videos, because I'm not taking this personally or anything, but the videos where they don't have my face in seem to get more views and more likes than the videos that do have my face in. So I'm not going to take that personally, but I am taking it a little bit personally.